Hello, hello. Happy Travel Tip Tuesday, everybody. I am super excited about being here. Oh my goodness, can you believe it is coming towards the end of September? And I have been coming to you every Tuesday to bring you tips on travel at 12:30 Central Standard Time here in the United States of America, just to share some tips, answer any questions, and just be here for you, however it is that you feel that you might need. And I'm super excited about this series. It's very close to home. We've got September being Muscle Month, bringing awareness for those with neuromuscular diseases. And so I wanted the series to be about traveling with unique, differing abilities, not disabilities, because it's the abilities that we have. And this week, I'm going to give you some pointers about caregivers, the caregivers, because those are the ones that are always behind the scenes when traveling with those with limitations, medical conditions, or even just traveling with medical devices. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am your hospitality, health, and wellness strategist that is here to guide you through a positive process for change with a lean, holistic, healing approach from the inside out. And that lean stands for lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition, while taking and showing you to those top luxury wellness destinations all over the world. I am so devoted to making sure that I am here to help you executives that and whoever it might be, to improve your own health and wellness while finding that perfect mind, body, and soul balance that we all need right now in today's day and age, so that you have time for your own self-care, for your family, for your work, and your play. But first and foremost, I want to tell you my why, and that is being a survivor of a degenerative, progressive neuromuscular disorder along with depression. And that is for over 30 years now. And I get to stand here today to be that voice. So thank you for tuning in. I'm so excited to see you guys. Give me a shout out. Let me know where you're coming and traveling in from. I would love to know. My question to you is, what is traveling to you like with limitations? Because we all have limitations. So just put a little comment in the below and just tell me that. And so I want to tell you about Macarthur Accommodations if you don't already know. We are a hospitality, health, and wellness coaching and consulting advisement company that is here specializing with overall optimal health and wellness worldwide. And that is something that I am very passionate about, helping you to reflect, recharge, and renew yourself one step at a time. I am a certified international health and wellness coach, and that complements my certification in traditional Chinese medicine, along with a 30-plus year career in hospitality, tourism, site selection, destinations. So being a world-class traveler is something that is in my DNA that I love. So the travel tips that I am here to tell you today is about traveling with those unique, differing abilities. That is the series this month. And today it is going to be about those pointers for the caregivers, because we don't really think about the caregivers enough, and letting you have some understanding when you are traveling with someone and you are that caregiver on limitations, medical conditions, and medical devices. So thank you again for tuning in. I really am grateful to have you, and just tell me what part of the world you're coming in Tip number 1 for you today is contact TSA Cares. TSA Cares is a feature that they have to bring more awareness for those with disabilities and making sure that you travel more comfortable as well as your companion. Because if you're a caregiver, you're going to need that extra care and that extra help so that you don't just burn out yourself. Complete a TSA notification card. Apply and get the TSA pre-check. It's $85. It's definitely well worth it. Request special accommodations and make sure that you take advantage of the passenger support specialists that are all around. They are in train terminals, they are in bus terminals, in airports, they're all around. So make sure that you do that. Your tip number 2, if you don't know how to do that, is calling the customer service of the airline, of the train, and of car. Make sure you call ahead so you can kind of get a better idea of what the restrictions are, especially if you're traveling with a service animal. It could be an emotional support. There's certain guidelines, what you might have. If you are visually impaired, then you have to have that. If you're hearing impaired, or if there's autism, many different things that they have service dogs for. So find out what those restrictions are. Also, find out where and how the medical equipment devices are stored. Because when I had my walker and you walk right up to the gate, it was really discerning for me. What's going to happen to my walker? They put it underneath the aircraft, so it was a little scary and anxious for me. So make sure that you know ahead of time so you're prepared, and the companion that you're traveling with is rest assured of what's about to happen. And then check to see what the guidelines are for portable oxygen tanks, larger liquid sizes, etc. There's many different things that are important. So find out what that is. Tip number 3 for you today is don't make assumptions. This is so important. Be aware of those nonverbal and nonviolent communication cues and how you react to them. Because when you're traveling, there's a lot going on, a lot of people that are stressed. It's a different world that we live, which is why I do my wellness tips, that I am doing that series on nonverbal communication. So make sure that you are aware of those cues. Hey, Colleen, thank you for joining. Determine what the biggest challenge is and map out your plan of action. If you're prepared of what you think that biggest challenge is, what that emergency, whatever it's going to be that stresses you out, then guess what? You've already got half of the battle and you've eliminated a lot of the stresses. Accept, embrace, and judge not. Tip number 4 for you today is allocate downtime. As a caregiver and your companion, you want to make sure that you allocate time apart, separately, so that you have that self-care, because you're going to need that time to reflect, recharge, and renew. It's a lot of work being a caregiver, and just embrace that and know that you need to take time for yourself. Don't rush, take breaks, and prioritize. If your loved one appears to be stressed or overwhelmed, there's a lot going on. There's 5G, there's crowds, there's people that are stressed and bitter and angry, and there's a lot of noise. So if you see that, be cognizant, step away to a more quieter, more secluded spot. That way you can kind of regroup and just take a breath. Tip number 5, and my final tip for you today, is overnight accommodations. Book a suite, a connecting room, double beds if you need, or a home so that you have more space and more comfort, because there's a lot going on and you want to make sure that you just have that extra space, extra comfort, extra privacy. Make temporary residence that you are in is make sure that you feel more like you're at home. The stress releasers, aromatherapy oils, spritzers, music, white noise, that is all what you have. And I see, I need, oh my goodness, you are so special, Colleen. Thank you. It is exhausting, and you never regret it for a minute because you get to embrace that. And when you are prepared about embracing this, then you're going to be able to enjoy it because savor these moments. Our time here on earth is just a snippet of what everything is about. So really enjoy it and try not to be stressed. Try to prioritize and be prepared. So these are my final tips, 5 tips for you today as you begin traveling, venturing out, and with those with special limitations, I just ask that you just be cognizant and show grace and forgiveness and compassion. Tune in for me tomorrow. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. But to view our workshops and our services, please just go to Macarthur Accommodations. The link is below. All you have to do is click it, and we have a lot of executive coaching and consulting services. And I just want to give you a shout out, Colleen. I know how it is when you've lost someone, and it is just, it's hard. So take this moment and just rejoice remembering them. And I got a call in to you, girl. So like, comment, and share. Let me know what has resonated with you, if there's some tips that you would like to see out there. And I am just so grateful for you tuning in, wishing you a beautiful, productive, prosperous day. God bless you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.